do see torchlight up here, and you'll see that there are quite a few Aarakocra wandering from the from house to house. Mostly families and such, elderly Aarakocra and those with small children that are either back early from the festivities or could not go. It's a sparse population, but there is a population.
It might be easy to avoid them.
Where's the rock?
It's up top. We have to keep going up.
What happens if we fall off? We're gonna die.
Well, don't fall
You
off
just
the stairs.
fly.
They're stairs.
How
Yes,
far?
the smart ones of us have a backup plan.
Okay. If I fall, I'm taking you with me.
I don't think so, fat man.
Okay.
I think you'll be fine. You just have to go up the stairs and make it from there. We'll fly around. We'll keep an eye out, and then I'll be like, "Caw!" if someone's coming. And then you have to try to blend in this tiny little bird village.
Easy peasy. Lemons.
We're doing this at night. Why don't we, Rupert? Do you have any makeup or something you can put on his face?
You ain't putting nothing on my face.
Get him
You heard
dark
him.
under eyes.
I mean, I do have a disguise kit, yes.
Can I put some on there?
I'm not going anywhere near him with this.
Oh, it's fine. Give me, and I'll take it, and I'll go over to Korgath. I'll kind of float and kind of start rubbing black shit all over his face, trying to make him blend. You stand out too much.
I better get to kill something soon.
I'd like to think at the end of it, he kind of looks like Schwarzenegger, Predator.
Better
full
get to
camoed
kill
out.
something soon.
All right.
Camoed out Predator over there. And then Haneke, I'm just covered in fur. I think it's gonna work.
All right. So you spend your time camoing people up. You see that there's 3 levels that you need to traverse before you get to the top.
So if we go, I want to kind of fly up because I think we're still invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
I
you are
wanna
still invisible.
Fly up and kind of keep an eye out while they move.
All right. So moving up the steps, invisible people don't need to roll. People who are visible but disguised roll stealth at advantage.
I'm disguised. Loud. You can't see me.
Smiley.
That was disadvantage.
I think Haneke should be a straight roll because I think.
Playing wild.
Even when you roll,
you
with
roll that
advantage, it's
disadvantage.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
This is always wow.
Advantage within the 17.
Okay. Let's see how Citizen does. Citizen notices Haneke. Kind of turns her head towards the noise. Looks a bit curious.
Can I grab what can I do? shit, there's nothing I can do.
Put your door in front of you. Yeah, it's probably just a
Oh, we
house.
should have like camoed up with a door. Oh, it's so good. Mossed and shit it and just use it as a wall.
The citizen walks up, a older-looking male Aarakocra.
Well, Haneke's lost. Everyone, keep going.
Don't kill him.
Welcome to High Perch. I didn't think there would be any. What did you want to attempt, Haneke? You're lost. Well, you tried to sneak your way up the first tier of buildings. Oh, just three.
Oh,
Greetings.
Okay. Make an attack roll, Haneke.
But he said hi, so.
You can still do it if you want.
she has like her hands around his throat.
Okay, she doesn't do that. I didn't think there would be any groundbound visitors. He steps up closer. Ah, a friend up here? Well, someone your age. Figure your friend would be down there partying still. Ah. Pray and read. Well, yes, the cycle is important, but so is our short lifespan here in, or so is our short lives here on Terria. Well, I hope you have fun. Yes, it's a bit cloudier tonight than one would like for a celebration of freedom, but it's nice enough. Oh, yes. Momentous day. Truth be told, I'm not happy we're giving up the stone. But it's symbolic. Well, just remember that while you're here, the temple is off limits to those without wings. Well, there's some traditions which started as Aarakocran only and remain Aarakocran only. We allow disciples into the temple after they have proven themselves enough. Well, you can't fault us for having some rituals. Folks on the ground like to do it, so do we. Well, have a pleasant evening, miss. He turns and goes back to his painting that he was doing. And in front of you is the stairs up to the second tier. if you're still taking that way up.
Did you get it, Archie?
Yeah, thinking that one through.
Archie, maybe you should just fly up there with Nag.
I'll pretend.
And, well, question, can you, carry me by any chance?
I don't know if I can. We can try.
I'm not a fatty, I promise.
So you can carry Rupert. You would not be able to take the attack action, and your movement speed would be halved. Your flying speed would be halved.
I'm just thinking
Okay,
perhaps we should leave the loud ones down here.
Hmm? Faces
Maybe they
low.
can work as like guards. Stand out front.
They don't
just
seem to
worried
be
we won't
obsessed
have
that they're here. They could just be like, oh, we're hanging out. We were
That is-
already
that-
up here.
That is true, I suppose.
Whatever. I'm down. I'll just
And then
chill.
us three maybe could sneak into the temple. I think it's unlikely we're going to get everybody inside, though.
Okay.
But yes, let's continue.
So am I carrying you up there? All right, cool. That's
For the most
well,
part.
I can just let them walk around. That
Although we
maybe,
should
like,
keep an eye out for guards that might know better.
that's a good idea.
So are you walking up then, Rupert?
I think so.
You walk up. You get to the very top of High Perch. And there you see a larger, more ornate structure. You see a intricate circle as an ornament on it. The top half of it is white, and the bottom half is black. It's the same symbol that Archie carries as her holy symbol. Out front, you see two Eric Cochran guards dressed in intricate light chainmail with robes.
Are we doing this, guys? Are we ready?
I mean, I don't know how he's going to get in. He's not invisible.
Oh, that's a good point.
I can make myself invisible.
That might be a
Is there
bad
room
idea.
where we can sneak past them easily?
You only see one entrance. It's a pretty wide entrance, but there's a guard on, there's two guards standing in front. And unlike Caius, they are standing at rapt attention.
I don't know how they're gonna feel having us go in this late.
Mhm.
And it's just an entrance, right? Is there a door at all?
No, there's no door, it's just open. You can't see inside just yet, though.
Well, perhaps Archie, you distract them and we can sneak in.
Oh, that's a good idea. All right. I'm gonna.
Yeah, they might just let you in.
I'm gonna cast
good
invisibility on
point.
myself.
Nag, do you want to like go with him?
Sure. I mean, I'm a little snake, so I think I'm fine either way.
You just been a little snake this entire time.
Well, when I'm flying, I have to be.
Oh, that's right. It's like talking to an earthworm. I mean,
Well,
not that I
to
would
talk, I
eat,
have to switch back, I
earthworms.
think. So, but I've been invisible, so.
Okay. I guess I'll go up to the door where the guards are.
Are you gonna drop invisibility? I guess, do I have to drop invisibility?
You can cancel it on Archie without canceling it on yourself.
Okay. If she wants that, then I can drop it on her. Okay.
Okay.
I won't do it like right in front of them.
Right, yeah.
Right.
Around the corner.
So you approach the guards, and they look a bit taken aback by a raven approaching, but the moment they see the symbol that hangs around your neck, they relax, and they both offer you a bow. Welcome south, sister. You come at a monumentous time.
Thank you. It's been a long trip. It's beautiful this time of year. I see
Absolutely.
The celebration's very hoppin'.
Yes, we've been trying for many a year to make this island our own. Seems we're making strides in that direction. But, giving this up, it hurts.
I can only imagine. It has to be very rough just for the island's freedom and protection.
Well, ritualistic though it may be, the elders convened and they saw it as a fair trade.
Possibly. I was hoping. I came here at this very odd hour because I kind of just got here and was hoping to, you know, spend time in the temple. You kind of make the most of what I have.
Of course, of course. For such a high-ranking cleric, we would never deny entry. Octavia is inside, in fact.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll go say hi.
Yes, I'm sure she would welcome talking with a blade. She'd be happy talking with a raven.
That would be fun. All right. Can I go in now, or do I have to wait, or was it like
Go-
a sign-in log,
No, it is
like
open.
a guest book?
It is open to you. You may go in.
Oh, okay. And then I'll go in the door. But what I want to do is, is the door already open?
There's no actual door, right?
Yeah, there's no actual door. There's just an entryway.
Okay. I want to get halfway in the entryway and then kind of stop and turn around and go. So, is there any like good places to eat around here? And just kind of distract them for a moment.
All right. Um, let's go with performance on that.
Oh goodness! Oh, that's not the right button.
No
at
flaw.
all. Not at all. Just perfect. Performance.
Yeah.
There you go.
Um. Can you not hunt on your own?
Well, I mean, I could, but that takes time, and you know, you have to do with most with what you have. So I was hoping maybe, you know, there's all sorts of inns that cater to us. Is there not food at those places?
Well, there's plenty down on the ground. I guess things have changed in Blade Island since I left.
Well, I mean, we have, you know, the places too, and we could hunt. Just, you know, but it's hard sometimes with your busy schedules
Well, there's
and worship, and you know.
uh. Well, I lost my notes when I restarted. One sec.
I am
Oh.
tiny size, so I sneak by super easy. Because I assume they don't take up 99% of the doorway.
Ultra,
Nope.
ultra advantage.
Yeah, roll sneak at ultra advantage.
What about me?
You're invisible,
super
right?
ultra.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I'm invisible too.
Oh,
Same.
so yeah, invisible people don't even roll.
Great.
Auto 20. Auto critted.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm tiny.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Yes. Um, Weiss has a surplus of food down on the lower tier. If you are feeling peckish, probably down celebrating.
Uh, that was good. That was a good one.
The guard laughs at his own joke.
Okay, bye. Thanks. And I'm gonna walk inside.
They look at each other with puzzled looks and shrug. Go back to staring forward. So you nag Archie and Rupert. Make your way inside of the temple. You see circles all over the place. Worn out old tapestries. Unlike the wooden buildings that the Aarakocra seem to live in, this was chiseled into the mountain itself. There are no pews. Instead, there's just sort of a big hall with smooth stone underneath. There is a raised dais at the far end, and you see a hawkish Aarakocra standing in front of the dais and pacing back and forth. It's the same Aarakocra that you saw leave the meeting on the ground.
Has she noticed me yet at all, though?
No, her attention seems to be on whatever is on the dais. Your locate object is going crazy. It's pointing directly towards the dais, and when Octavia takes a few steps to the side, you see a brilliant white crystal just kind of sitting on the dais.
Ooh, jeez.
Ooh, he's skin.
Gonna go full Kobolд on us. Ooh, shinies.
I'm gonna, as I enter, as I said, it's yours. We're still gonna go. Hello.
Uh, Octavia lo- jumps, very startled. Ugh. Oh, forgive me, I didn't expect, visitors this late at night.
Well, you have to make the best of the time that you have, right?
Ah, yes.
And if you're still awake, you still have time. I wanted to come and see, before it's traded off. For
Yes.
glorious liberal freedom and protection and such.
Yes. She doesn't seem all that, thrilled. Yes, well. Normally I'd be, overjoyed to, welcome another Raven visitor. But, forgive me if I am a bit upset over losing, Asura's soul.
That is troublesome, isn't it? It's a dark time, isn't it?
It's a dark time, it's a light time. It's good, it's bad. It's life and death. That is how the cycle goes, isn't it?
That is so true.
Hmm.
I don't hope this is not overreaching, but why? Why decide to do this? Trade this such sacred relic.
Because traditions have a tendency to hold one back. Asura's soul has been a centerpiece of our establishment here for generations before mine. But whatever beliefs we ascribe to the crystal itself, we can't look past the fact that we built this ourselves with our own feathers and talons. We flew down from Blade Island. We established ourselves here, and we resisted the attempts to take it during the Red War. The mainlanders saw the need to lay claim to our island. Well, this is them trying to do the right thing. And a show of good faith, myself and the other elders saw fit to do the same. After all, their claim on the island, outdated, traditionalistic. The crystal is just an object, but the cycle is forever.
Aren't you afraid of what they may do with it?
What do you mean?
I mean, there has to be a reason they want this. It surely can't just be as a show of good faith if it doesn't have any value to them.
That's what that Chancellor said, Chancellor Florentine. It's
Can I be frank?
well, sure.
He's kind of a douche. I
He-
don't think he has good intentions at all.
He was nothing but pleasant during our meetings. Well spoken. His niece was beautiful. He seemed very upset at her father's passing. Seems to have been what brought about the change of heart that prompted him into giving up the land claim. Well, tell me, what makes you think he has nefarious intentions?
He seems very. It's hard to explain, but he seems two-faced. I don't think he has good intentions for this at all.
Roll persuasion.
Oh no!
I'm sorry, but without something a bit more concrete,
Man, we're killing it
Give it
tonight, fam.
Went all like Smeagol, give me the precious. Oh,
without something more concrete, I can't just stop this momentous exchange. Not even for a raven. Not that I don't trust you, but it goes beyond me.
that's true. Was it everyone who decided for this?
Yes, the people of the village, the people on the ground, the representatives. There were people who did not want to see it go, but a minority, the older Eric Okra.
Well, I mean, they're a sucker for traditions.
Yes.
I just don't think you should do it. I think it's a terrible idea. I mean, what do you really know about him?
Well, I know he's a chancellor from Babol. I know he had a moment of deep introspection once his brother died, and decided to give up the claim to Babol, or the claim from Babol. It's been a week of negotiations and talks, but this is what we finally decided on. started out, asking for absurd amounts of wealth that we just simply didn't have. Eventually
I'm
worked the bargain down to just our Asura soul.
And was it your idea? Or was it his idea?
Now that you mention it, it was his idea.
And how did he know what was in it? I can't imagine he, is a worshiper or would know much about it.
She pauses for a moment. Do you think he wasn't honest during the negotiations?
Oh, I'm sure it's exactly what he wants. But I'm just concerned of the reasons why he wants it. I mean, it is a soul.
Why would he want this and not the ungodly amount of wealth that he asked for initially? What do you think is in there?
Well, I mean, a man like him can get gold anywhere. It's only one place for him to get this.
Is there something about the stone that's special? Other than our beliefs towards it?
Do you not think it was special? There's a reason that our ancestors have held it in such high regard for so long.
Sentimentally, yes.
Have you ever really looked at it, though?
All the time. And I feel the presence of Asura whenever I do.
Can I... Do I... Who has the other stone?
That is Haneke right now.
Mm.
I thought
Or Korgath.
had
That's
it.
Korgath right now.
Can I show you something? Do you mind if I bring a friend in here?
She looks concerned.
It's very important, and they're the most respectable people to graves ever.
I'm covered in mud at the moment.
Mm,
Well, yes, sure.
I
I want to call the other guys in, like Haneke and Korgath, and bring them in.
Octavia's voice rings out. Guards, allow her friend in.
No, right.
They look, surprised, but stand down as you approach.
What? What do you?
But play nice, play nice. Come in. And so I'm gonna usher them in.
Are these your traveling companions?
They are. They're a motley group, but they get the job done. They're good people.
They must slow you down a lot.
Sometimes it's nice to see things from a new perspective.
I'm only kidding.
Korgath, can you bring out the other stone?
What other stone?
The fur removing one.
Hmm. Are we showing that to people?
I think it's important.
Okay, yeah, I'll show it.
You bring out the green crystal. She, Octavia looks confused. Looks a lot like Asura's soul.
Not sure for who?
It does, doesn't it? I think there's a lot more to this than anyone's ever thought before. And I don't think it's a good idea to give it to him. Because he wanted this one too. And we had to fight him for it. He almost died for it.
Hmm. Her face goes from confused to forlorn to angry. Should have known he had some other plan. These humans are untrustworthy.
They are, really.
He's pretty awful.
It's the worst.
Him especially, honestly. And I know I don't have much history with him, but I know some of my friends do, and they can probably attest to how terrible the person he is.
He's not a very good guy.
You hear the sound of talons on stone echo through the hall as her pacing back and forth intensifies.
Mm.
After coming this far, trying to negotiate the deal back down, I don't know how that would go.
Well, I mean, it's
Could just take
your
her.
island. It's your home. Could we not fight them off? Unceremoniously kick them to the poop deck?
With bow and arrow from above? If the bull learned of that and they brought their forces here, we'd be wiped out in an instant.
We've got connections in Bubble.
She looks at you seriously, Archie, and raises her hawkish wing. Sister, can I trust you?
Of course. That's why I'm here. Trust all of us as Talons.
Even Haneke left it in the background.
What if you took the stone?
Down, Haneke. Calm down.
Down, Haneke. Down. Move.
Calm.
I mean, what would you tell them?
I would wait. I would wait until tomorrow. And then when the time for trade almost came, I would claim it stolen. It might be best being very far away from here when that happens.
Oh, I hear Dread Pirate Roberts is about in these waters. If you're looking for somebody to blame.
Dread
Or
Pirate
the-
Roberts.
Or the one Hellfang.
Oh yeah.
That does seem like the kind of thing he would do.
I mean, as terrible as it is to put blame on an innocent person, he's not exactly innocent.
Alright then. Well, I shall give Asura's soul to you, for the safety of all. I suspect the situation here will get far more tense tomorrow. I might advise being very far away.
Not gonna lie, I think right after we leave with this, we're just gonna be dipping out. Like, we're not gonna even stay for dessert.
I believe it could get a bit foul up here.
No, snap.
No!
Ah,
Dang it, Smiley, calm down.
you hear a
Uh,
snake just sigh, an invisible snake sigh.
Rupert, you take 4 psychic damage. No, I'm kidding.
That was Smiley that said that.
No, I'm
And Rupert still takes it.
everybody else takes 4.
Yes. I suppose that Tort would be the best place to go. But I would hurry. If the man is as dangerous as you say he is, he will catch on quickly.
Hopefully, no one will say anything about us being here. He'll know exactly who it was. Can we trust that your guards won't say anything?
Yes.
At this point, I tug on Archie's cloak to say, "Hey, should we, you know?"
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Rupert. Because y'all are still invisible, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, sorry. And don't freak out. Don't freak out. They have definitely been here the entire time. I'll kind of pat Rupert on the head.
Hello.
Her,
We are her bodyguard, just in case.
her concerned face deepens. But
I don't want to lie to you. There, I came here and there was honestly no way I wasn't leaving with it. But I'm glad to know that you have the same thought process as us. And we will do our best to protect it. Sorry for sneaking in other people. I mean, they really walked in. I didn't really sneak them in. They
For the
walked
record,
in.
I didn't.
Yeah, and these guys didn't sneak in.
I came in when I was asked. I respected you.
And it's not just him; it's the snake too. I'm sorry. There was 2 of them.
she looks stressed out. But
You should really probably get more guards next time. I don't. It's just
They don't have anything to guard anymore.
processes.
We're taking the stone.
I mean, it's still a temple.
yes,
Yeah.
but would not be the primary target in the rare event of an attack, of which there might be one now. But
Yeah, we got some
I'm
pulling
afraid
from
at the end of this, it may be. There
hopefully,
may be repercussions. Hopefully not.
hopefully whatever he's planning, you can stop it.
That's our goal.
And with that, she lifts up the white crystal, looks at it longingly for a moment longer, and then offers it out to you, Archie. You feel Asura's warmth as it comes closer.
I'll kind of bow and kind of gently grab it.
It's warm to the touch.
You won't regret this. At least, I hope not.
We're the best around.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing gonna.
We're never gonna let you down.
I can only hope my faith will be rewarded, she says sadly.
We'll bring it back. You can.
Maybe one day when the threat of him is gone.
Yeah, once he's eliminated.
I would I would make haste.
Okay, yeah, let's go. Bye. Is her name Felicia?
Octavia.
Octavia.
Oh, okay. Bye, Octavia. Oh, yeah. Bye.
She resumes her pace in front of the altar.
It's safe. Don't worry.
The guards give you sideways glances as you leave.
I'll sideways glance right back at him.
Random question as we're walking out. Hey, is there anyone that can help us down the lifts? You know, maybe pull him back up once we're down.
Well, normally, when such festivities aren't happening, there'd be plenty of people manning it. You may do getting up here. You can make do coming back.
Oh, savage.
Fair enough. I just don't know how we're gonna get them back up. Sorry, it'll be kind of like leaving the door open, but
No, we can. We'll pull them back up a little bit. Like we'll let them off,
You can fly.
and
You can
then
fly
we'll
up
pull them back up,
and then fly down.
and we'll fly down.
With nobody on it, it shouldn't be that hard.
That broke my brain. I trust you.
So we will stay at the top. We will let all the walkers down.
I'm
Then
not
when they're
dead.
off, we can see them walk off. We will pull it back up, and then we will fly down.
Oh, I get to fly down. It'll be fine. All right, let's go.
Because we have.
Hello.
Archie's wise. She's not very smart.
This is not a puzzle.
This is
It's all
like
puzzles.
this is like the chicken, the wolf, and the.
Oh yeah, you gotta get them across
the
the boat,
river.
but they can't be. Yeah, but they can't be on the
Yeah.
boat at the same time because they'll eat each other. The stones can't be on the lift at the same time as Haneke because she'll try and eat it.
Don't be eating this one or slamming it on
Don't
the
be
ground.
mad because it's true.
All right.
So I'll put this one in my bag.
You tuck the stone away and begin to make your way down the mountain. You get caught up a bit on the lifts, but you do work out a way to get everybody on the lower level while leaving the lift up. It takes some thought, but you do.
Not really.
Not really.
Uh,
Now I understand how things work.
You find yourself back on the path towards Lepithos. You remember stowing your sand yaks at a stable in town?
We gotta get the hell out of here.
We have to go get Rupert's wife too.
No, we can leave her.
No, she cooks pretty good for us.
Besides, I hear
please.
Smiley is interested in her now. Oh, yeah, I'd like to take Miss Lulu out for a little bite to eat or something like that.
Then we can't leave her ass here now, can we?
Poor
But
Tom.
we can definitely still do that. He won't miss her.
He's a pretty good time.
Oh, I don't know. We can decide later.
Later, we're leaving right now. There ain't no later. We're not gonna sit around. She's back at the fucking inn with Cecil.
Yeah. Does anyone know that she travels with us? If they do, she could be in danger if we leave her.
Oh, that's a good point.
DJ said nothing would ever happen to her a long time ago.
In combat.
In combat,
Well, okay, well, tough noogies. Then bye, Felicia.
Oh, she's dead.
Yeah, we shouldn't even go back for her. Except morally gray, guys. Let's go.
God damn it.
Let's go
Burn the inn
Let's
down.
go burn that down, Boogie. Go
Yeah.
burn it down.
Should we
Just burn the
leave
city
or
down, that's
take
fine.
Lulu with us? Burn the inn. Neither.
Burn it down! Burn it down, Bookie!
See, you had the black answer, the white answer, and then we chose the gray answer. We can burn that shit down.
That makes
I
absolutely no
mean,
sense.
he may die in the fire. She may die in the fire. It's
But we gave
fine.
him a chance.
Rupert, you didn't bring her with you when you came?
No,
We
I
made
was
her-
trying to get away from her.
We made a really cool montage. Just we kind of threw the fireball at it. It's great. Some sunglasses. It was cool.
Rescue
So,
1,000
are
Cypresians.
So
Are
what are
we
we gonna
getting
do?
her, or are we
I
leaving
mean, should
her?
we leave right now? Is there going to be a boat that leaves this late?
Well,
Or
we
maybe
shouldn't go back to the
rest on
place where
first thing in the
Cecil.
morning.
We should not go back where Cecil is with 2 of these motherfucking stones.
Well, I mean, we can go to a different inn.
Well,
like,
we probably shouldn't stay the night.
We should
if
go get
I
her.
mean, if you have to.
Can somebody like disguise themselves?
I mean, I can go get her.
Yeah,
or-
you want to go back over there where Cecil is?
I mean, if I go by myself, I can be invisible. Or actually, I could take 3 of us.
He's a
invisible.
wizard, Harry. He'll see through your shit.
Maybe.
I vote that Mr. Smiley goes with so she can be rescued by him.
Well, you left your ass there. You were supposed to
Exactly.
stay and watch her.
Exactly. Now Mr. Smiley comes to the rescue. It's like a match made in heaven.
Your Sandiacs are by the hotel.
Oh gosh, damn it! This, and so go the days of our lives.
I mean, so calm down. The only people that know about the stone right now are us and the 2 guards and
Yeah.
Octavia. No one else will know until 5 o'clock tomorrow.
This is not gonna.
I still agree with Korgath that
I
we
mean-
should not take both stones back to the inn. I think someone or 2 people should stay here with them and keep an eye on them. And then you bring the axe to us.
Are
I mean,
we
where are we
going
gonna go
to
right
meet
now?
up? Yeah. Or should we go towards the docks and meet up there?
Yes, perhaps we can find a way off of this
I
rock.
can't believe we agreed on something, but awesome.
So,
Alright. Sounds like
myself and Rupert and Smiley can go collect Lulu.
Oh, I don't think that's a good idea.
Well, because Korgath and
well, we can get
Archie have
Rupert.
stones.
Rupert could come with us because maybe he could talk a better bargain into for us. for
Yes,
going.
and I can make
Okay.
us. We need to split up the invisible folks,
Oh, that's
so
true.
Sure,
I can
sure,
stay
okay.
with the stones and keep people invisible if necessary.
Okay. So I'll take Haneke and Mr. Smiley. Maybe if Haneke and I can round up the yaks while Mr. Smiley goes inside and collects Lulu.
Oh,
Or-
yes.
Yeah.
Bruiser might tug a little bit. Just tug back. He'll come on. He's all right. He just mean looking. Maybe he'll come though.
Oh, that's right. You have an angry Sandiak. Maybe you should go back with him.
He's not angry.
Maybe we all go back.
He's just misunderstood.
I mean,
Okay.
it's
What
it's
if-
next to,
What if?
not
What,
in.
what
so...
if? What if? What if? What if? What if? What if? I say that a lot. What if some of us go get the Sanyaks and some people go get Lulu, and then we'll just meet up there?
Sure. So,
Do you think
I
Cecil could do
see
the same kind of
Rupert.
spell Archie did, and he'll know when the stone is moving?
It's always a possibility.
is a possibility.
Fuck it, let's leave the Sandlax and you, Lulu. We'll buy new ones, and let's just get the hell out of here.
But Princess Fluffy Bottom.
We'll be here waiting on us.
You 3, as you can just go down to the dock. That way, the stone hopefully doesn't get too, keep a wide berth of Cecil. And Haneke and I will collect the yaks.
Do we
since
have a
they're
way
right
to
next
fix it,
door.
Dave?
Why don't we meet at the dock that we were dropped off at?
Sounds good. That's the original plan.
I don't like that plan.
And both
But
groups
okay.
have someone who can fly. and who can do invisibility. So
Who
we
can
can
fly in my
move
group? Who can
Archie.
fly in the stone? Oh, Archie. Okay. Me and Archie and who?
So the
And
plan
Rupert.
is, if we
Okay.
see them coming, you just throw me your stone and live a nice long life for the next 10 minutes.
Huh?
What?
What?
No, I meant the flying part as in like you could go up and like try and
Scout.
spot the other party.
Not
The
like
other-
leave
the
us
other
high
group.
and damn dry.
Yeah.
Okay, I see how it is. Okay. Oh, that's fine. I see them true
I'm
feathers.
kidding.
No, too late. Too late. You done
Mr. Smiley, maybe think of a way to quietly extract
birds
Lulu.
of a feather, huh?
I can come up with something.
You just sneak in there and sneak and take her before she knows what's coming. Then she can't say anything to say she.
I
wants
am
to
never
first.
missing a motherfucking D&D session.
Surprise!
Ever. All rise, motherfucker.
I'm Corcus. Brr, brr, brr.
Yep, never missing one.
That's exactly how it'll play out.
I sit in a corner and grumble. Kill things. Grumble, grumble,
I never
grumble.
got to kill anything in a while.
Damn, Cecil.
So are we doing this now or?
And you can banish the crystal. Yeah, we might as well. Because we don't want to go back to the inn where he's at. You know,
Yeah,
we might as well
yeah.
do this now.
All right, so the
Alright.
final answer was who is headed towards the end and who is staying behind?
I'm staying with Archie because I've got Hank.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
go towards the dock and see if we can start working on a ride.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe for. Yeah. You guys figure it out.
Okay. So Archie and Korgath start heading
And Rupert.
towards- and Rupert start heading towards the docks.
Cautiously, not like, I don't know. We're
Oh, yeah.
like, well, we're sneaking a little bit.
Cognito.
Haneke, Nag, and Smiley will start heading back into Lapithos.
Party splitting, I don't like it.
You hear people celebrating and chanting, and they're going, speech, speech, speech.
Who hears this?
The people going back into town. So
Okay.
that is going to be Group Smiley.
Team S.
Since the inn is bordering the town square where most of the festivities are taking place, you see that Cecil and his procession of Baboli guards have taken position in front of a very long table, and Cecil is standing on the edge of it. What a wonderful night it has been. Wonderful people of Lapithos. Cheering and applause. My guards and my dear niece have just brought something to my attention. We are not only celebrating Babol's part in this, but also Sintra's. To that end, we have the lovely Camellia here with us.
Who what?
He motions to Camellia. And from what I am told, we have some of the talons of Sintra. A rather large orc, a snake, a halfling, a wolf oak, and an Aarakocra.
Better make my ass invisible right now.
You can't hear this, but I
I'm-
definitely would make the three of us invisible.
Has anybody seen
Like
them?
right at. As soon as you said talents, I'm like, we're invisible.
So
All
Gloop,
three of us.
you go invisible.
Oh,
All right.
Nice enough.
I instruct Smiley and Haneke to like hold hands so that we don't lose each other.
You hear a familiar voice piping up. You hear Lulu's voice.
Oh shit!
Damn it! I told you we should have left her.
We should have just left her. Shit.
Throw us out.
She's out in the square.
Why didn't we not bring her with us to the damn party?
And she says, "No, you're mistaken. It's just me."
Oh, look at Lulu being a good trooper.
Oh shit!
Cecil does
What
a
a
double
champ.
take. Excuse me, who are you? Lulu. I'm from Portishead. This is a good drink. Oh, okay. I'm gonna need you to sit down, Miss Gnome. I'm looking for the people I mentioned earlier. Has anybody seen them? No, it's just me. Miss, please pipe down. Cecil seems very distracted with Lulu at the moment.
Go.
Shit. What do we do?
Arr.
Do we get the yaks,
Grab.
or
Yes.
do we leave the yaks for now? Like, I don't like we can't just lead. What? How many yaks? 6 yaks?
You can't make yaks invisible.
No, and they're big.
I mean, they're just yaks. Arr.
So, should we just go straight to the docks? Meet up with the others?
The stones are most important.
Right. Like, we
Or
can.
maybe we there's an angry yak.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Would cause a distraction.
Yeah, but the thing is, there might not be a boat for a few hours. Like,
Oh, that's
till
a good
morning.
plan, that's a
What are we
good
gonna do? Just hang out for 12 hours?
Invisible?
Well, we would be alive at least and safe.
I mean,
I
we can
feel
just
like we
leave
shouldn't leave Lulu though.
No.
Her standing up for us and all.
She's taking one for.
Or we leave and then we find her later.
Cecil is growing increasingly frustrated as Lulu continues to interrupt his talking.
So,
Yes.
do we,
Go. Run.
which way are we making while we are discussing this? Do we head towards the yaks, or do we head back towards the docks?
I've always been a seafaring lad myself.
I'm sure they'll take care of our yak for us.
Oh, I'm sure they will do that.
I don't think Cecil knows that we have the yaks, so I don't think he knows we belong to.
But they might cause a bit of a commotion.
But why? Right.
I think we should leave them.
Okay. We'll leave. Let's head. We'll start. We'll be whispering and heading back towards the dock. Probably having to drag Haneke, I presume.
No, she said we should go.
Okay.
Okay. So you start heading back towards the docks. People who went to the docks. You go back to the dock that you came in on. You're keeping a low profile.
Yep.
Immediately upon getting to where all the ships are docked, you notice a very large procession of Baboli soldiers.
Yeah.
I immediately make all of us. Oh, damn, this is my 4th level spell. I make all of us invisible.
Oh,
invisibility to make the non-sneaky group sneaky.
Where'd everybody go? Oh god, everybody's dead. I'm all by myself.
I can't see my toes.
Everybody's ward my hand. Oh my god, I'm gonna have a freak out if somebody doesn't tell me something. What is
And
going?
I grab them both. Well, I probably can't get Korgath's hand, so I grab his knee or
What?
his leg hairs and try and guide
Yeah,
him
that's
over.
not my knee, grab, buddy. But it is big, isn't it? What'd you do?
Guards over there. We have to hide.
Oh,
You're
okay.
invisible. Don't freak out.
We can't be-
Okay.
What are we gonna do?
We're gonna visible. We don't have to worry.
You
Well, I
see
mean,
that
we
they
have to
are
stay on
they are all over the ship you came in on.
Yeah, we
Um,
can't leave on that thing.
You see Captain Armos surrounded by Babol guards. You can't make out what they're saying though.
Like how many?
4 questioning
Oh,
him,
we can kill
and
them.
about 5 more on the ship itself.
I mean, yeah, we
Kind
can
of
kill
going
them.
through
easy.
things.
I mean, not with just the 3 of us though. We would need to have everyone, and then we'd have to get the captain to leave like immediately.
Well, they'll be back in a minute.
They can't see us right now. And they're gonna have Lulu and all the yaks.
So we need to hide. We can't leave on the ship we came in on.
I mean, I think we might be able to, but we'll just have to plan somehow.
We're gonna have to kill them.
Or we could commandeer another ship.
We could just steal a
That's a
ship.
good point. Maybe
It's
we'll
not
find-
like we don't have someone who can, knows how to sail such
Yeah, exactly. I know how to sail.
Smiley's with the other group though, isn't he?
Smiley is with our group, yeah.
I know how to sail. At least I tell everybody I do.
We were on a ship with you for a while. We know.
Well, I know how to sail good ships. That wasn't a good ship.
I mean, we could do. Is there a smaller ship? Is there
Like a
smaller ship
rowboat.
maybe like not like a rowboat, but like not a grandiose, cruise liner.
Before you can, how close was Lulu to Cecil when she was talking? Like, was she like right up at his table, or was she like just in the crowd, like being like, "No, it's just me"?
She was right up at the table.
Oh, bye, Lulu. She did.
You see, the guards are around Captain Armos are looking increasingly frustrated. However, you see one of the guards step off of the gangplank of the boat back onto the dock. This guard has a robe on instead of the armor of the guards, and he is holding what looks like a clump of white fur in between his fingers. A few moments pass, and then you see a guard pull out his sword and stab Armos through the chest.
Oh shit! You
You
guys
didn't
could have
do
stopped that.
I know. Nobody wanted to.
Do I
That
have a
would've-
chance to do anything about it?
Probably not.
Probably
You
not,
are
because that's
about-
gonna break our invisibility.
You are
Yeah,
about
with
40
it.
feet away.
I mean, it's too late now.
Yeah, he did.
It happened.
Yeah,
He did.
not worth,
Well-
not worth breaking the 3 of us out of invisibility, or even myself.
Captain Armos looks like he's trying to hang on.
Yeah. I mean, they're just trying to bait us out. I know. He did it. He did what he had to do.
Yeah, but they're just looking for us.
I know. But he didn't give us up. Lulu didn't give us up. They know what's going on. He gone.
Captain Armos stirs. Kind
Oh
of
god. See, he's okay.
Sits up a bit.
Oh god, they're just gonna stab him again.
The guard gives him a hard kick.
Oh,
You see
man.
the guard in the robe curse, and then point at the guards. Point off in the distance. He pulls out a vial, and you see the guy in the robe drink it.
What?
And you see him pass it out to some of the other guards. Make a Arcana check. The three of you.
Oh god, that's not gonna go well. Arcana. Oh god.
Rupert, in your travels, you've seen a concoction like that before. Enhances eyesight to see around magical illusions, such as those that would have been made by invisibility.
Everyone get down and hide.
Okay.
Out of sight. They can see through that. We have to move out of line of
We
sight.
have to get away from the docks. The docks are not safe. No place is safe. I told you we just killed his ass. We'd have been done. We should have killed her. Everybody dead. We win.
I think we can safely agree this is all Mr. Smiley's fault.
Yes.
Meanwhile, back at the town square, Cecil has grown incredibly frustrated with Lulu. You hear him kind of give a frustrated roar mixed with a chuckle to try and save face, but he approaches Lulu and raises his voice. This young lass has had too much to drink. I think that someone as magnanimous as myself should be the one to care for her this evening, unless her friends are around.
This is going south fast, guys.
It's fine. Splitting the party is never a bad idea.
Going south fast.
Snake on a mission.
Oh man. You're gonna she dead.
Some things are worth dying for.
So are you guys dipping out?
I mean, I can't speak for Smiley or Haneke.
Oh. I don't think we can fight off that many people by just the three of us.
How far are the yaks from here? And how close are they to the square?
You are reasonably close to the X. I'm gonna say about 40 feet to your west from the sort of building you're hanging out near. Invisible is the inn. And then just around the corner from the inn is the town square where they are. You can actually see the stables from where you are.
Well, we either leave or we can try the yak distraction thing.
Maybe we do a yak stampede and try to grab her and go.
Right. Waiting for Haneke to type. Okay, so do we want to try that?
I think we owe it to her.
Okay. So Smiley and we're gonna go and get the yaks, and we'll try and startle them. Haneke, stand by for when that happens to try and sneak over and get Lulu. Okay, we will let go of Haneke's hand and start heading that direction quickly.
All right, Hanaki, or sorry, Nag, make an Arcana,
Yeah. Okay.
and I'm gonna do one for Smiley.
Oh, it's so low.
Just in case Smiley pulls it out. Okay. When you approach the stables, you fail to notice the obvious signs of a very simple rune etched on the door.
Shit.
When you step inside, a loud klaxon starts to sound as alarm is triggered. No, it's not the golden eye one.
That's
It's,
fine.
I mean,
That's
yeah,
fine.
sure.
Solid snake. Bring.
So everybody's attention suddenly turns to the stables, and
As soon as it goes off, I start running down and unlocking the yaks, and I'm hoping that the loud alarm sound is spooking them.
yes, so all the animals inside start freaking out as
I
alarm goes
open
off.
everything
Yes.
as quickly as I can. I go down one side, Smiley goes down the other side.
The
You
mo-
give a nice poke to his Korgoth.
Oh yeah.
the the moment you open these pins up, they start freaking out, and they bolt out of the stables. You get all of them open up. Korgath's bringing up the front. It rubs its hoof on the ground, gaining up speed, and it charges out of the stables. Haneke, you see a collection of Babol guards that were approaching the stables just get bowled over as horses and sanyaks pour out of the stables and towards the town square. Everybody
I'm
seems to.
hoping that Smiley gets his own way out, but I turn into Flying Snake and fly above the stampede.
All right. From your vantage point, you see the people in the square freeze, not knowing what to do. And then instinct takes over, and all chaos breaks loose as the animals hurtle directly towards the city square.
Can I spot Lulu?
Yes, you see Lulu among the crowd. She has slipped away from Cecil, who was distracted by his alarm going
Fine.
off.
I
She's breaking away
will
from the
head
crowd.
towards her.
She recognizes her flying snake friend. Nag, you gotta get me out
I'm
of here.
still invisible, technically.
Oh.
So.
She does not notice you.
Yeah.
But she does see. She does notice Haneke.
Haneke is. We're all technically still invisible. So she wouldn't notice until Haneke probably grabs her.
Whoop. Lulu.
Maybe let her run.
No, Lulu gets
What?
scooped, and she's
Floating.
You should like scoop her up and then have her feet just kind of just off the ground.
Yeah.
Yes. She kind of scoot hovers. She sniffs the air a bit. Haneke. She seems to recognize who is holding her, even though she can't be seen. The yaks. Right. Let's go. And Lulu hangs on to Haneke tightly.
If I see that Haneke has her, then I'll try and relocate with Smiley.
Roll a. What's your shield shove? That's an attack roll, isn't it? Roll an attack roll, Haneke.
Don't make
It's
any.
not an attack roll?
That's-
Oh, strength athletics. Yeah, do that. First one was a knight. Yeah, that does it. So, a Bulgard seems to notice the floating gnome. Tries to stand in the way and just gets completely flattened by Haneke, and by the invisible Haneke. It wasn't technically an attack, so you're still invisible. And you just knock his ass over as you sort of escape the heart of the chaos there. You hear Cecil's voice ringing out from behind you. They're here, damn it! They're by the stables! Get them! So, what are you guys doing? Town group?
Smiley, did you make it out?
Arr.
Smiley,
Oh,
Keep
hello,
going.
Miss Lulu. Are you okay?
were we able? I don't think were we able to catch up with them, or I don't know. I had to get pretty fast.
Did you catch up with the docks group?
No, Haneke. She was waiting.
Yes. So she bowled over some guards, and she's now
Okay.
with you.
Great. I'll be flying above. Hopefully, Smiley can keep up behind her.
All right. You slip away invisible from all the chaos that is going on. I imagine you're heading towards the docks.
Yes, that's where we said we would meet up.
Okay. Docks group. The guards are still standing over Armos, who has survived the sword wound to the chest by rolling a 20. And they're glowering down at him with the guard that stabbed him has his bloodied sword at Armos's throat. Meanwhile, the other guards, the ones that have drank the potions, are fanning out, beginning to search the area. And 2 of them are approaching the 3 of you.
What do we do?
Well, if they get close, I've always got a spell for that.
I do too. I mean, maybe we can just grab the 2 and kind of see what we can do with them.
Yep, I suppose we can just hold them and let Gorgath go to town.
That's true. I can try something. I might be able to make one disappear.
Oh?
I haven't tried it before, but I think it might work.
Well, that's
I
interesting.
think I can just kind of make him poof and go away for a minute. That'll give us a chance to do something about the other one.
Yes, I will hold the other one, Gorgath. When you see him get all rigid, that's when you hit him with your axe.
Okay.
If they see us, if they don't see us, then don't worry about it,
They get
I suppose.
pretty close to your spot. Let's see how they do. How do I want to do this? Roll straight stealth, the 3 of you. Gorgath 2.
He's dead.
Okay.
Leave him.
No,
He's
I
muted.
should have known when he didn't
Where's
respond.
muted?
Maybe he got a phone call. Well, luckily I have access to his character sheet. Okay. And let's do... Alright. The guards get
Nope.
very close to your spot. Turn their torch to the left. Turn their torch to the right. Glower at each other. And then turn their backs and begin to walk away.
You're still muted if you're there, Claude. There you go. Yep, yep.
I'm getting trigger happy.
Your ETA to the dock?
Can we message them somehow to tell them that they'll be able to see them as they're stealth?
You're gonna get there in about 1.5 minutes.
We need a distraction. We need to distract them.
You know, it'd be really nice if we had the yaks right now.
Oh, we don't. Let's forget about them. Mr. Fluffy Bottoms is gone.
You hear a wolfish growl from the dock. Captain Armos has stepped up his taunt game. Guard looks like he's about to stab him again.
Oh, that's not good.
How many are there?
Right now,
Nine?
there's just that one.
But how many like are
Is
off
he
the
the only
dock?
one that's there at the dock?
He's the only one that's right there at the dock.
How far away is he?
You see that happening about 50 feet from you. The rest of the guards have fanned out around the dock area.
Make
About-
him poof.
Shit, yeah, I'm gonna try the thing. Alright, I'll try the thing. I'm gonna cast banishment on him.
Nice.
Oh, charisma too.
Yeah, he's gonna make me a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
It only lasts for a minute though.
Mhm.
That's all we need to get on the boat and get out of here.
Oh!
No!
Oh,
No, you motherfucker!
Mm.
Shit.
Ooh.
+3. What is this guard?
No shit.
Charismatic.
Just a bard fucking burying over there.
Handsome as fuck is what he is.
As he does it, do I notice his like
Uh,
chiseled jawline? And I'm like, oh,
He
no
is
way.
he is proficient in charisma saves and has a bonus of 1.
mm.
So
His teeth glisten as he flashes a smile and he gives you a wink.
well, that was all I had. Let's kill him.
What? Huh?
Uh,
Sure.
You can
He
do
shoots
hold.
that way.
He
I
stops.
can hold it.
Oh, wait.
He stops
you
from
Patience?
stabbing Armos as he feels like something trying to pull him. But he does manage to resist it, and he starts looking around very confused.
Calm down.
I've just been hit with a spell. They're here.
I think technically it would have broken my invisibility too.
It would have, yeah.
I mean, they could see you anyways.
Can I, as
That's
soon
true.
as he does
We're
it, can I
hiding.
try and cast whole person on him?
Yes.
Oh, we're going down. I'm just
Wisdom.
whatever.
There we
Yeah,
go.
he needs to make. That's not going to do it.
All right.
He's not very smart, but he's got a good smile.
So he opens his mouth to shout out that he's just been targeted with magic, and then it stops as he becomes paralyzed. Armos pulls a dagger from his boot.
Oh man,
Yes, do it, Armos.
he's getting to have all the fun.
I knew he was a badass pirate.
Can I go help him?
Yeah, it's definitely gonna hit.
That's an auto.
Auto crit.
Yep. So that's
It's just
gonna
a
be.
dagger though. It's like what, 2d6?
Don't matter. 2 crits.
Sneak attack, bro.
Yeah, he might be a rogue.
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna go something like that. Yep. Armos whips out a dagger from his boot and drives it through the paralyzed man's chest and twists it, and then like yanks it out, and there's like just high pressurized Kojima blood just.
Push him over the dock.
And he just pushes him off the dock.
Yes.
Ugh. You gotta aim a little bit more to the left next time.
Let's get
Is
on the
there,
boat, friend.
is there a
Did that-
opening to run to the boat?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Y'all get on the boat, and I'm gonna fly up. I want to fly up in the sky and see if I can spot the rest of
Sounds good.
them.
Come on,
Okay.
Golgath.
Boom, 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 boom.
Armos
Golgath.
recognize.
Oh wait, Archie, give me the stone.
Okay, and
Just
I'll hand
in case.
him. Yeah, I'll hand him the stone.
What if we touch them together? I wonder what'll happen.
Don't do that
cross
right
the
now.
streams.
Touch tips. It's okay. Touch the tip. Okay, we'll do it later.
Okay. Armos recognizes you as you approach the boat.
We're invisible.
No, you're not.
Can I?
No, I'm not.
Or
Yeah,
yeah.
Rupert's not.
Well,
And you aren't either, because my concentration broke when I cast person.
Oh,
Yep.
man.
Yep.
So the invisibility is
When
officially over
I,
on that group.
I still think I'm invisible though. He can't see me.
When I toss Rupert the crystal, I'm gonna go as I'm going digging through my bag looking for it. I'm gonna toss a regular healing pack and go give it to him.
Oh,
And
here you are,
then I'll
good
fly up.
sir.
Ah, yeah, I thought you might come in handy like that.
I'm
All
just
right,
gonna rumble.
We should get aboard and hide.
you don't want to leave?
We gotta wait for
We
the
have
rest
to
of the
wait for
people.
our friends, but if the going gets rough,
The rough are gonna
we
get
need
going.
to leave. We will let you know when.
All right.
It is
I'm gonna-
imperative we get these rocks off this island. And our friends are willing to die for it if necessary.
Ah,
Where?
Good thing I can fly.
I'm making an assumption, Gorgat. It's you and me now, friend.
so you clamber on
I'm not your
board,
new bodyguard.
and he takes you below decks.
No, I'm
Um,
trying to set up like in a hidden but still offensive position if I need to be in one.
Yeah, same
Alright.
with me with spells ready.
Okay.
I'm just like ready. I'm like hiding best a big guy can, but I want to be ready to. If they
When-
start coming back on the, I'm not gonna let them get back on the boat unless they're our friends.
When Lucy flies up, we'll wait for her to get the dog back in.
I'm back, sorry.
Okay. As you fly up, you see a floating gnome. You don't see Nag, I think, because Nag's still invisible. I think
all three of us still are.
all three of the other group is invisible, but you do see floating Lulu. You see a whole bunch of just shit happening back in Lepithos. Looks like the animals got out of the stable and are now running around. A whole bunch of Baboli guards are running around all over the place, and are all running towards the docks now. After this floating gnome, she is a good amount ahead of all the guards, though.
What is
Uh,
the range on the minor illusion? Anyone know? I didn't write it down.
Roll20 probably knows. Let's see. Looks like that is gonna be a 30 feet.
Ugh, never mind. Okay.
Can I fly down to Lulu?
Yes.
I want to fly down to her and go, we have to get to the ship. And then realize she's like walking in the middle of the air. It's really strange. And then while she's doing that, can I cast Spirit Guardian?
Damn, Daniel.
So if anyone gets close to us, it'll go off.
Cool.
We gotta find. Oh.
Haneke, you look forward, and the people on the boat, you look out, and now the guards that were fanned around the dock area are starting to converge on the boat.
Oh boy.
Dump Lulu like a sack of potatoes.
So DJ, would you say that if I don't need, I guess I would need to be able to do semantic and verbal in order to cast, and I can't do that when I'm in little snake mode, I guess.
No, you can't do verbal. I
Yeah.
don't think you could do somatic either.
So it'd have to be like neither of those, which is almost no spells. Okay.
Charge the nearest guard with the intent of knocking him off the docks. Alright, let's do opposed athletics.
Invisible
yeah,
freight train
he
running.
can
at
see
him.
you because he's got the
Yeah, we
potion
don't know
of
that though.
but he wouldn't have disadvantage or anything. So
Right.
roll your athletics, Saniki. So you collide with him, but he braces himself and manages to hold his ground as you attempt to push him off the docks.
Bop him in the head.
He glares at you, and then he starts shouting for the rest of the guards to come. I think that is where we will stop, because I believe that we're going to have to do a combat here.
I spit in his mouth.
So I think
Uh,
this is probably a good stopping point, because otherwise we're going to get into a combat.
Y'all get to bust out that.
Unless you guys want to have a late night.
We were just supposed to party here.
I was cold free. I gotta work. I got a busy day
Yeah.
tomorrow. I gotta meet with the
No.
board of director.
All right.
And
Yeah.
I've got to talk him into mowing down about a 600 foot, 15 wide foot of strip of corn so we can build a power line through it. So it's gonna be fun.
Awesome. Well, that sounds
Yeah.
fun.
Well, the corn's about 10 foot tall.
All right. Well,
Yeah, he's not gonna be real happy about it.
next
But I
Wednesday.
get to kill somebody next Wednesday, and then I get to play my cleric because Korgoth might die.
It'll be fine.
It'll be
Reckless
fine.
attacks all around.
See, splitting the party turned out fine.
You get a reckless attack.
Because
You
of-
get a reckless-
We just lost our yaks. But that's
because of
fine.
some crazy good rolls and some crazy bad rolls also involved.
Things happen when you roll good and bad.
Yeah. Cool. So we shall cover your enduring escape
I just wanna
next
see
Wednesday.
what my
On the
first-
note of daring escapes, on my Sunday game, not only did we barely escape a TPK by the skin of our teeth once, but twice in the same session.
I want to see what my first attack. I didn't get to roll much. I'm gonna see. Oh man, I would have wrecked somebody.
That was entertaining just
That was
listening
good.
to you guys.
Oh man, yeah, 15 damage. Hey, Zach.
Hey, Sack.
Man, if Lulu hadn't have stood up, I don't know. Oof.
I thought you was gonna rat us.
For a second, I thought so too. I was like, no, Lulu.
No. We should have taken her with us.
Hopefully Tom will be here next week, so Smiley
Yeah.
has his actual player.
Yeah.
You did pretty good.
You
pretty
did real
I
good.
tried.
I'm sorry for making you RP with yourself there for a few
No,
moments.
it's okay. No, I do. The thing is, though, I've got lots of practice at it because I DM, so
Right.
I'm used to this by now.
Cool.
It was so good.
Well, that was a
But
lot
that
of fun.
picture I linked in D&D channels next Wednesdays.